All right, so I think this one is quite important, and some of you may be unaware of its existence or just how powerful it can be. And this is the ability to actually utilize the batch tool for modification and creation of products. So if I go to my product management screen, and this will be available on the updated UI as well, you have the ability to export to Excel or export to XML. And exporting to Excel will give you that entire catalog of products in an Excel format. So I can open that up. And you'll see there that it's an incredibly large number of rows, or columns rather, on this particular spreadsheet that's exported, because this is essentially giving you as many options as it can for things that are specified on that product. So a lot of the things that we very briefly touched on during this webinar is going to be somewhere in this database. And what it means is that you can mass update or mass create products without having to sort of manually create every single one. So updating a product is nice and easy, as long as you leave the product ID intact, because that's the unique identifier for a particular product. You can just change whatever other of these details you like. If you want to create new products using this tool, you don't have to have all the existing products in there as well, by the way. You can delete any lines of things you're not going to be changing, just for, let's say, sanity checking purposes. If you don't want to touch any particular products, you can remove all the lines pertaining to those products. If you want to create new products, you just add the information to a new line. Just leave the product ID empty, because that will be assigned when the product is actually created in Infigo. Now, many of you probably know that. What you may not know is that you do have the ability to add some other columns to the end here as well. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a sort of setup example of this, but it is generally columns that allow you to assign separately created resources to the product. So things such as product attributes, you can assign those. And then the main other things are uploaded files that you want to assign. So the same way in which we uploaded that CSV to global additional data, there's an area in your Infigo platform, which again, you might need to be separately enabled, which is called upload folders. And in those upload folders, you can upload files and then reference them from this particular thing here. And what that means is that you can upload product images, you can upload static PDFs, you can upload invent MEX files if you want to as well, and a couple of other things en masse without having to do them all independently, just by having them available somewhere in Infigo in those upload folders, putting the reference in a separate column here, and the details of what the column headers need to be is in other documentation we have. And then it will put two and two together, and it will create or update those products with those resources as part of it.